is Scarface. He is the oldest male in the Pride, and his life is full of hard-earned wisdom. But becoming the leader of the Pride hasn't been easy. He had to earn it with claw and fang many times over. These are the scars that tell his story, the story of how he got his name. It all started when he was just a young cub, the smallest of the litter. While his brothers and sisters tumbled and played, he watched, his gaze fixed on a lone female. She was beautiful, graceful, everything he dreamed of one day having as his own. But she was destined for another. His father, the king, had already chosen a future mate for her. It was a political move, an alliance with a neighboring Pride, but the young Scarface didn't care about politics. All he cared about was her. So when the time came for the arranged meeting, he made his move. He confronted the suitor, challenging him to a fight. The other male was bigger, stronger. Young Scarface was outmatched, but he fought with the heart of a warrior. He dodged, he bit, he clawed, and in the end he won. But it wasn't an easy victory. His muzzle was slashed, his face torn, and when he looked up at the sky, the sunset painted a fiery path across his wounds. From that day on, he earned the name Scarface, a name that would follow him for the rest of his life. He became a great hunter, known throughout the land for his skills and bravery. But his greatest desire was still the lioness who had sparked it all, the one they called Fire. Now an adult, he loved her with a fierce loyalty, and she loved him back. Together, they had cubs, and for a while there was no greater joy than watching them play. But tragedy struck, and one by one his family was taken, leaving him alone in a Pride that was no longer his. Betrayed and broken, he roamed the Savannah, seeking solace in the vast wilderness. Days turned into months, and the pain of loss began to fade, replaced by a burning desire for revenge. He rallied other outcasts, those who had suffered as he had, and together they grew in numbers. Soon he had an army, and with them he reclaimed his lost territory, defeating his rivals and taking back what was rightfully his. But the scars on his muzzle remained, a constant reminder of the battles he had fought and won. To the young lions of the Pride, he became a living legend, a symbol of strength and resilience. But no one knew the turmoil that raged within him, the fear that gnawed at his heart. For even kings must face their greatest fears, and Scarface was no exception. His worst nightmare was the loss of his remaining family, the echo of a grief that threatened to consume him. To escape this torment, he threw himself into his duties, becoming a relentless hunter, a fierce protector of his domain. He ruled with an iron paw, demanding obedience and unwavering loyalty from every member of his Pride. One fateful night, as the Pride lay nestled around their roaring fire, peace descended upon the camp. Looking out at the vast darkness that surrounded them, Scarface felt a profound sense of contentment. Despite the trials he had endured, he was alive, loved, respected. He had survived the darkest nights and emerged stronger, wiser. In that moment, he realized that his story was far from over. The scars on his muzzle were not just marks of battles past, they were threads in the tapestry of his life, each telling a story of courage, love, loss, and redemption. As long as he drew breath, his story would continue to be written in the wild symphony of the Savannah. The Lion King lived on. Do you like the Scarface story? Do you know any lion stories? Share them with us in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more animal adventures.